everyone, welcome to today's edition of Getting Salty with Sam. Today we will be cooking from Mary Berry's cookbook, and we're going to be doing a jalapeno deep dish pizza. In my large bowl here I have some bread flour and water, and we're going to add some fast-acting dry yeast, olive oil, and salt. Now, when you add the salt to this, make sure you put it on the opposite side of the yeast. If the salt interacts with the yeast at this point, it will retard the yeast and the dough won't rise the way it should. Now we just mix this all together, which will form our crust dough, and then we're going to knead it. Okay, as you can see here, we have our dough. And so now we're going to flour our counter and we're going to knead the dough on the counter. This is our dough on our floured counter, and now we're just going to knead this dough for about 5 to 10 minutes. And this is very important to build up the gluten and to help it to rise and to help it be mixed more smoothly. Now, a good way to knead, everybody has their own ways and that's okay. But a good way to knead is to hold, put the palm of your hand here, and go back and back. Hold, put the palm of your hand here, back and back. Okay? Here's our nice kneaded dough. And so what we're going to do now is place it in a bowl with a little bit of olive oil at the bottom. We're going to place it in and flip it over. That way the olive oil gets on both sides. And then we're just going to cover the bowl with cling film and let it rise for about an hour, or at least until it's doubled in size, okay? As you can see, our dough has doubled in size, which means it is done proving. So now we're just going to roll it out on a floured surface to roughly the size of our baking tray. Here I have my oiled pizza pan, and we're going to place our crust into the pizza pan. I have our pizza pan lined, so now I'm just going to place some tomato sauce in our pizza and spread that around evenly. These are chopped tomatoes out of a can, drained, and we're going to place some of these on top of our tomato sauce. Next, we place pepperoni all over our pizza. After placing the tomato sauce, the tomatoes, and the pepperoni on the pizza, I then topped it with mozzarella and Parmesan cheese, and it's time for the final step, the jalapenos. Our pizza is ready. It needs to go into the oven at 475 for about 10 to 12 minutes. Here's our finished pizza. After about 12 minutes, I pulled it out of the oven, and we're just letting it cool before we eat it. If you enjoyed the video or think the recipe is something that you'd be interested in, give that like button a click and hit subscribe. Till next time.